What up, everybody? How y'all doing? I hope all is well today. Hope this is a blessed and fun day for you so far. Um, on my way to where I got to go to now, so I was like, hey, just sitting here with some thoughts come into my head is normal, and it's something that's been going on my mind for a few days now. Um, and I'm pretty sure I've done this before. It's like, how much do you trust God? And you know, sitting there thinking about it. Even at church today, some things that were said, it was pretty awesome. But I'm sitting there like, man, yeah, I trust God. God, I trust you. I know you're able to do this, and I know you're able to do that, and then I'm sitting there fighting with myself because it's like, recently I just got I feel it's a promotion. It is um, at my job, and when I did the interview, I applied for it, and I did the interview, and one of the interviewers, because I was the interviewee, but he asked me, he's like, "Well, do you feel confident in this?" And I'm like, "Yeah, of course. If I didn't feel confident, I wouldn't have applied." But because he said that to me, and how my mind works, I have severe ADHD. It went on that little rabbit path, that rabbit hole. It's like, whoo, squirrel. I was like, well, man, am I able to do this position? Am I able to do what they require? Just all these thinking thoughts came into my head, and then I was like, oh, I'm not going to get the position because of this, and blah blah blah, and lo and behold, I got the position, and and God's like, well, why didn't you trust me? And I'm like, no, but I do trust you. And it was a conversation back and forth with God, but God was like, yeah, you trust me here, but how come you couldn't trust me here? And this is a learning. We're all learning, and you would think by now that I would trust God with everything. I mean, it's like I've been through so much stuff, and but yet I had that little bit of and I do mean a little bit. But that's all it takes, is that little bit for the enemy to come in and steal what God has for you. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, man, you're right, God. It's like, yet I can trust you with this, but yet I had a problem trusting you with that. I know and I trust and I believe that you can heal me, but yet I didn't trust that you would be able to get me this position, because it would be a blessing upon my life. And I had to sit there and think about it. And I'm like, man, how many times do we do that? We can trust God for the financial, blessing, but yet we can't trust God for the healing, or vice versa. We can trust God for the healing, but not for Him to be able to handle our finances. Or maybe we have that issue with even trusting God in any of that. It's like, okay, God, I know your word says that you will heal us, that you will take care of us, that you will provide for us, but I have to do this still. I got to hold on to it. And by holding on to it so tight and not really, that's not trusting God. One thing that and I was taught, and this is so true. You hold on to it, but you hold on to it loosely. Like, okay, God, I have this, but as soon as you say, hey, I need it, you just let it go. And then when you let it go, you don't grab it again. Not until He goes, okay, here you go. Now you can. I'll hold on to it too, but here you can take my hand, or you can hold on to the other end, because I'm going to walk with you and show you. And it's like, you think by now that I would, that any of us would understand. It's like, man, I have faith here, but I don't have faith here. But you know what? You know what the cool thing is, though? And as He reveals it, as He's showing me, I know He's teaching me. He's showing me where my weakness is, where my surrender needs to occur. That way, as I surrender more to Him, His blessings come to me more. And it's not the fact that I trust Him. I trust Him enough just because, I want this. No, it's I trust Him because He's my everything. And as I chase him more, as I seek him more, as I trust him more, as he reveals more and more to me, more and more things are going to be revealed. But that's the beauty part. But I tell you what, it hurts at times. It really does. Because then it shows my lacking, and I'm like, God, how can I be so ignorant? How can I not trust you here? You saved my life literally countless times, but yet I still mess up right here. But then he reminds me of how much he loves me. He reminds me that it doesn't matter. As many times as I'll sit there and fall flat on my face in the mud, his hand will be right there going, I still got you, son. It's all right. Let's go. It's not that big of a deal. It's just a little stumble back there, that rock. He picked it up, he threw it, and he was like, there, it's gone. Don't worry about it. Let's keep trucking on. It's like going around the mountain over and over and over and over again. And you're sitting there going around going, okay, help me, help me, help me. And it's like, keep crying it out, keep crying it out, keep crying it out. When does it become so real that you stop right where you are and you look at that mountain and go, I'm going through you or I'm going over you? One way or another, but I'm not going around you anymore. Talk about a realization. That just hit me. Oh, I love doing these. I can't wait to the point to where I already did one video with my dad, but I can't wait to the point to where there's other people that come into this with me, that join, to be able to sit there and have a conversation, to be able to just express what God is putting in front of us. And I know it's coming, because this is not just for me. It's to be able to spread his love, to be able to spread the truth, to be able to get us to think more, I guess, the best way to say it. And I've said it before, even if it's just for the one, it's worth it. On that note, peace out, y'all. Be blessed. I'll catch you later.